Did you guys hear who wants to buy the Washington football team?
No, who?
Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon.
Why?
He already owns a mansion up there.
Okay.
He's building Amazon's HQ2, which is this giant campus up in Arlington, like right around the D.C. area. He bought the Washington Post, so now he wants to buy the football team. I mean, what else does he want? I mean, he's making the whole D.C. area his what?
Jeff Bezos just bought 10-minute warning.
Jeff Bezos bought the podcast?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Damn it! I don't want to be an Amazon employee.
No!
Welcome into 10-Minute Warning. I'm Ian.
And I'm Harrison.
And this is our guest for the week. His name is Clark Palmer. You know him locally on AM/FM radio. He does sports. He does news.
What's up?
Yeah, that's the whole. I mean, you know, he does a lot of other stuff.
I was
But
gonna say.
You could say a little bit more than what's up, probably.
I mean, that's
Our
probably.
fans have waited all week for you.
Oh, haven't they?
Yeah.
this is the only guest they've gotten this week.
I was gonna say, and a little bit of backstory. You guys have tried for how long?
We have been trying to get Clark on the podcast for a while because Clark works with us, and he is one of our guys that we usually are always talking sports with.
Yeah, the only problem is that Clark sleeps 23 hours of the day.
Somebody has to be at work a little bit earlier than the rest of us,
Yeah,
so we
but-
usually can't work it out, but we're filming at a different time, trying to make sure we can get Clark in on the podcast to talk about some topics.
You know,
Topics.
and you know what? It only took the only quarterback I have ever known in my life getting sent away from me.
You don't remember the
I'm
Dante Culpepper years?
Oh, I lived through the Joe Harrington years, the Dante Culpepper years, the John Kitna years.
Yeah.
Oh, I seen it. I've been through it.
It almost sounds like you're reading off presidential years from a different country, like a country where I don't quite know the presidential history.
Yeah. I mean, we've had coup d'etats.
Justin Trudeau. I mean,
Yeah, honestly.
all right, so we're going to play a new game this week to get the podcast started. It's going to be called The Guest Picks the Topic. I'm going to give Clark 3 topics. He's going to pick which one we're going to talk about. Ready?
Let's do it.
Well, one is a cryptic text from Isaiah Wilson, Titans' first-round pick from last year, offensive line. Another is what we talked about in our cold open, Jeff Bezos wanting to buy the Washington football team. And the other is J.J. Watt has received several offers from teams. And we talk about his biggest offer.
I would go with J.J. Watt because I feel
Okay.
like he is.
Watt wins! All right, J.J. Watt, we'll be sending you your prize package in the mail. Just send us your
Yeah.
address. Just send us your address, J.J. Watt. Go
It's
ahead.
an empty check that we need you to fill out.
Don't tell him what it is. We're just trying to get his address.
Okay, god damn it.
All right. So, well, anyways, until we can figure out where he is. J.J. Watt, what team should he go to?
I mean, I think you and I have discussed this in length at the office. That
Yeah,
the
but they didn't hear it.
The Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, to me, are probably the ideal pick. I mean, you have Myles Garrett that can take all the heat.
Yeah.
J.J. Watt is not going to be the focal point of a defense anymore.
No.
But if you put him with a young star like Myles Garrett and a secondary that allows time for that pass rush to develop and get into the backfield, I mean, that takes you in the AFC North over the Pittsburgh Steelers and over the Baltimore Ravens. So I think if I'm Cleveland, J.J. Watt is my number one free
Ben
agent target.
Roethlisberger may not want to come back after that.
Isn't it kind of weird how the Steelers had this amazing season that kind of ended in flames, and the Browns in that same season sort of emerged as like the darling of the division?
They switched roles.
Yeah, but like it's so weird that it happened in a year, the same year. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it almost turned into a yin and yang.
Yeah, now the Steelers have lost Marquise Pouncey, or both Pounceys, I want to say.
Well, the other one was on the
Chargers.
No.
Chargers, yeah.
Yeah, but now the Cleveland Browns look like they're in prime
situation.
prime real estate essentially in the AFC North, like
Yeah.
right on that cusp of being contenders, and they're no longer pretenders.
Well, they're already been contenders. They beat the Steelers in the playoffs.
You could kind of say that Baker and Ben have switched places in a sense.
A little bit, yeah.
Over the last offseason, it was, will Baker be able to do it? Is it Baker? Was it the coach? This offseason's huge for the Browns. He has Odell and Jarvis. What's he doing? And then it was big. No one talked about Big Ben last offseason.
Right.
Then all year, you heard about how, wow, this is the Big Ben we saw that won the Super Bowl. Look how good he is. He's out there slinging it. And even us, we were saying for at least 2 months, yeah, he looks great. He's actually not limping. So he did look pretty good.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden, people talk about Big Ben like he is garbage. And Baker and the Browns are just this team that won one game, and they are just the anointed ones.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think there's a little too much hype going on.
See, and
Really?
if I'm J.J. Watt, and I'm bringing this back to J.J.
Yeah,
Watt
yeah.
because if I'm J.J. Watt, I've got X amount of years left. Do I really want to risk it on a team like the Browns or the Bills that did it a time? Or do I want to go to a team that is in the mix every year without me so I can push them up?
So where would you, if you're the GM of this particular team, where are you? What team are you?
Oh, of the team that J.J. should go to?
Yeah, where do you think?
I think J.J. should go to the Packers. Unless they really lowball him, I think that the Packers are so close. They're so close. They get a couple corners. They get J.J. Watt, and I think that they're in the Super Bowl next year.
So I don't think the Packers are that close because if they lose Aaron Jones as a running back, that fucks up their whole offense.
Yeah, but I mean, Jamal was no chopped liver this year when he got run. He's no. Aaron Jones was what?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones was top 8.
Yeah.
So he's pretty good. Jamal Williams, probably be like 13, and they could draft a running back. You're right, but they're going to lose Aaron Jones. From what we've seen on Twitter, that seems pretty decided.
Yeah.
It seems like Aaron Jones wants to just go to Miami. He's like, I'm not going to stay here and freeze and be underappreciated.
Yeah.
So I think your point with the Packers is valid, but if you're going to look at that playoff journey you have to get through, you got to go through the Rams, you got to go through the Bucks, you got to probably go through the Seahawks. Mm-hmm. It's an easier path to an AFC title game than it is the NFC.
Yeah, but then
I feel that, the Browns, I don't know if they're overhyped. I think they're right where they need to be, where there's still a lot of questions, but there's still a lot of things that you can build on.
Yeah.
And, I think Baker really turned a corner under Kevin Stefanski his first time. And, he's got all those weapons, and he kind of seems like he's matured a little bit and not like the Hollywood Baker that we saw a couple years ago.
See, there's a part of me that if you go to the Browns, you still have the Ravens in that division, and you still have the Steelers in that division.
Yeah, you're not even getting. They didn't win their division this year.
Yeah.
So you got to get a wild card to get in. Now there are enough wild cards for the Browns to get one.
Yeah.
But I just think that
I have him going to the Steelers. Play
Really?
with his brothers.
Ooh.
They have.
See, that's another thing. He's always
Be in
wanted
that
to
division that just had a team that almost went 16-0. They lost their, or not 16-0. They almost went like 12-0.
if the Steelers can make some money come out of nowhere with Ben's contract hit.
That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Is like, what's Ben gonna do? That would be wait and see what Ben does.
Well,
and
no.
then
So
sign
there
with
was a
the Steelers.
statement this morning from the Rooney family saying we've sat down with Ben. We're going to renegotiate a contract. We both decided that that's the way to move forward. So it looks like he's staying. He's going to go in with the Steelers and renegotiate. How much money is he going to give them back? Has he heard enough of us idiots on the radio and podcasts say that Tom Brady wins a lot because he takes less money? Has he heard that enough to try to just get another ring?
I think he has.
If you're Big Ben or Aaron Rodgers, how do you not renegotiate your deal, give them some money, say, get me some talent, and let's do this?
Now, I will put this out there that the Steelers were a different team when that defense was suspect. I mean, they didn't have Devin Bush in the middle.
Yeah.
They didn't have a couple of key pieces in the secondary. So that kind of made Big Ben have to win it all by himself. Now, when you've seen Big Ben at his peak, it was like the Joey Porter years where they had that stout defense with Palomalu. Now, if you do add a J.J. Watt into that D-line, you get a couple pieces back. The pressure's all off on him. He's only got to score 24 points a game.
Yeah.
So I'm convinced that J.J. Watt will end up in the AFC North. And it's either going to be the Browns or with his brother.
Yeah.
These are all pretty good teams. I mean, we'll see where he's going to go. It seemed that his top offer was $15 to $16 million per year. So if you're J.J. Watt, what you could do is you could just take the money.
Yeah.
If one of the teams that's offering you the most money is a contender, but you don't think they're necessarily the best contender, do you take that deal?
Is he truly focused on wanting to win a championship, or is he focused on?
I'm not J.J.
Watt.
Watt. I'm asking you if you're J.J. Watt. Don't throw it on me.
Now,
No.
This may be a wild card, but his wife is a women's soccer player in Chicago.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm just, you never know. Love does wild things to you.
I know. It's not going to help. I don't
He's
think
not
the
going to
Bears.
go from playing in a dome his whole life to having to play
He
outside
played
in
it.
freezing cold.
He played at Wisconsin. He's used to the cold.
But that was his only offer.
Did
out
you
of
say his
college.
wife? He's married, right?
Yeah, he's married.
His wife would divorce him if he went to the Bears. So.
Yeah.
I think all right. Let's say this. Let me ask you this one. Then we'll wrap this subject up. But J.J. Watt's thinking about going to one of the teams we mentioned.
Yes.
But the Bills are sitting there, and they are the ones offering $15 million a year.
Is that overpaying for J.J. Watt?
I'm just saying that if you're J.J. Watt and you can take a team that people thought might go to the Super Bowl last year with this young quarterback who was, we got to be honest, we want to talk about Baker Mayfield proving it. Nobody believed in Baker until he won a playoff game. I mean, everyone was talking doubt about him. Josh Allen, I mean, they were talking about him like he had replaced plastic. Like he replaced fossil fuel. I mean, Josh Allen was like GameStop with the stock market. I mean, people couldn't stop talking about it. So I'm just saying, if they offer him the most money, hello, Buffalo. What a fan base.
Yeah,
And-
you
and
definitely want to go
And
there.
if you want to talk about an easy division, I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean that's a hell of a way to go.
You just have to beat Miami.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
just beat Miami.
Which is harder than we thought. All right, let's talk about Bezos because it's very interesting that the political dynamic that this situation brings, because we don't get political on this podcast. We're not going to take any positions, but we're going to point out some obvious facts that the owner of the Washington football team, Dan Snyder, is a big Trumper, big fan.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a lot of jokes when they were picking out names. We made the jokes that he might name them the Washington Trumps.
Yep.
Jeff Bezos, doesn't seem to be.
No, and
With the Washington Post especially.
Yeah, I honestly think if Bezos were to buy the football team, it would be good for football in general. Because for years, Dan Snyder...
I don't think Dan Snyder would sell it to him unless they made him. It'd have to be a Donald Sterling
it
situation.
would have to be, yeah, it would have to be that. But, I think it's good for the NFL if somebody not named Dan Snyder is at the helm. Because for years, Snyder has either shipped away good players and just lowballed everybody, not the most popular owner in the owners' meetings. No. And it's just been like...
Now, okay, and that's a valid point. Dan Snyder has a long history of being bad.
Yes.
Does he get a pass, though, because he now has, like, the most diverse team staff, like the most diverse coaching staff?
PR stunt.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
anybody
it is.
sees through that.
I don't think it is. Jason Wright's the team president. He's African American. Ron Rivera is a minority head coach.
Yes.
And they're running the changes, and Dan Snyder's letting it happen.
Let me take that back because it's offensive to say that's a PR stunt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Very offensive to say that.
The female coach, all this stuff. Like, they're the most diverse organization right now. They've gotten rid of their name. I'm just saying that Dan Snyder has at least 2 years of good press. And it feels like if you were going to force him out, you need to do it when that cheerleader story broke. When the story about the cheerleaders on vacation and the lawsuits came out in the front office where, like, women were afraid to walk up the stairs because they had a mirror and they would look up. When that came out, you had to force him out then.
Yeah.
How do you force him out for that now? Oh, hey, there was a pandemic, so we looked past your sexual assault allegations for your workplace.
Well, apparently they're still investigating it, so.
Yeah.
That's true. So maybe if Bezos or somebody
But
comes
no,
forward to buy the
it
team,
kinda
they just
looks-
kind of say, ooh, look what we just found, and then that's
So-
how they get rid of him.
So let me ask
It's
you
like
this.
Clark talk.
So
All right.
let me ask you this. If FedEx hadn't to come in and said, hey, change the name, do you think they changed the name?
No.
Exactly.
No, probably not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Money talks. As the great Wu-Tang Clan said, cash rules everything around me.
Cream, get the money.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah.
Long live the Wu. So no, it was just FedEx told him we're going to pull the plug. And then it was like, okay, what do you want? I'll just do all this. So I don't know if it was a PR move. I think he just saw his financial life flash before his eyes.
My interesting question is, how does Amazon's owner buy the team that's sponsored by FedEx?
Oh, I don't know if there's a...
I don't think it's.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem.
Is that does FedEx not ship Amazon?
No, they all...
Who brings it? I don't know.
well, I mean, no,
I'm usually
what I'm
asleep
saying
when my
is, like,
packages
do you
arrive.
think the stadium will then get sponsored by Amazon?
No.
No?
I think FedEx has, like, that deal locked up. And I
And-
think Bezos is smart enough to know
Yeah.
not to really...
And the whole point of like selling the stadium naming rights is to get more money. So if he made his own company buy it, instead of another company, and he owns he's not getting any extra money out of that. And
And
Bezos seems pretty good at making money.
And isn't he stepping down from the
Yeah.
Amazon thing? So
Yes.
he wouldn't have ability to make.
For people on the podcast, I'm doing air quotes. He's stepping down.
Stepping down.
He's going to be on the board now.
Yeah, he's going to be the head of the board
Yeah.
instead of the guy that does all the work.
Yeah. So even if he does, so essentially the Washington football team would be a play toy for Jeff Bezos.
He's one Papa John's phone call away from being ousted. And then they bring in his wife, his ex-wife.
I would love to get to a point in my life where just buying a professional sports team is something I do on a Tuesday. Just like, you know what? I'll buy the Detroit Tigers or Detroit Lions. Why not?
Why are you buying all the Detroit teams? Are they on sale?
Yeah.
I mean,
So we haven't brought this up yet, but Clark is a huge Detroit fan.
Yes.
yeah. Grandmother from Detroit, great aunt from Detroit.
Are you happy that you're a Detroit fan
Yes.
in your life? Your whole life. You look at it.
you
Are
know-
you happy that you're a Detroit fan? Because there's times that I'm not happy I'm an Auburn fan.
I mean,
and it's been the last 10 years.
You and I have had this discussion. you and I have been there talking about college football where Michigan has broken my heart more times than I can recall.
Yes.
Auburn has done the same to you.
But they've also won my heart a few times.
And like Michigan, like Detroit, they have too. But I think it's more rewarding to be with a team, not like jump to like the Jets or because it's cool. It's you know,
Nobody can jump teams.
yeah, like if you're a team jumper, you're a piece of shit. You're a scumbag.
If you're a team jumper, you cheat on your wife.
Every
Exactly.
Alabama fan.
You definitely cheat on your wife if you're a team jumper, right?
Oh yes, but
Now,
no.
unless you but you can move. So, what do you think about having secondary teams?
Yes.
So you still watch your team, but you live say you lived in Charlotte.
Yes.
So would you still go to Panthers games and sort of become a bit of a Panthers fan,
would
but
go-
not if they played the Lions?
See, this is it's interesting because I am a Tiger fan. I am this, but I also do cover the Nationals and I do cover the Washington football team.
Yeah.
I am a fan of them, but I'm not going to go out and buy Nats gear and all this stuff.
Right.
So if I did live in Charlotte, yes, I would go to Panther games, but they wouldn't have my heart. I would still be thinking about,
I get it.
How's Jared Goff doing? How's this?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's easy to have secondary teams, but there's always that one team that will always be the Twitter follow.
It'll be number one. Let's talk about Isaiah Wilson with this cryptic.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
So Isaiah Wilson was the Titans' first-round pick last year. This was him the other night, okay? February 22nd. I'm done with football as a Titan. No further comments.
Doesn't sound very cryptic.
No, yeah,
I've just been trying to figure it out.
I think we got the point. Straight
It's
on.
so cryptic, dude. I can't figure out what it means.
all right. What's the
I wanted to bring you guys in on this so I could figure out what he was talking
I
about.
think he's getting married.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
his
sounds like
wife-
he's getting married.
his wife is very concerned about his mental health.
Yeah.
He quickly deleted the tweet. So, do you think it was actually him? Do you think it was like one of his boys fucking around? Do you think it's like
Well,
I
he
mean-
could have gotten hacked. It's happening more and more with athletes.
no, if you get hacked, I
Now,
feel like
has
you
he
come
put
out and
out a-
say
Say
he got hacked.
hacked. Yeah.
Now,
This
has he
just
put
has
out
gone-
a response?
This has just been swept right under a rug.
No, he hasn't put out a response going, "Yo, I got hacked. My bad." Yo,
Nothing
Titans.
I've seen, no.
Yeah.
Then, he sent that.
He said that. And then he's like, wait, this is a terrible idea. I think a
Now,
lot of
what
money.
time was that tweet sent out?
Oh, that's a good question. 8:46 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, he sent that tweet.
He's in Nashville. It's like before 8 o'clock there.
Yeah.
now it is Nashville, but what day at 8:46 p.m.?
3 days ago. So Monday?
Yeah, he said. Yeah, there was no
Yeah,
way.
There's nothing happening at 8 o'clock on a Monday.
Even in Nashville, like, come on,
Yeah.
like,
8 p.m., right?
yeah.
I mean, come on, nothing. 8 a.m. maybe, like a traffic accident or, maybe Pamela
like
Anderson movie a marathon.
He was in a car crash and it accidentally typed out that message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just like the autocorrect just did it for him. Like,
I saw Tiger Woods driving by and he
whoa,
real
whoa,
quick,
whoa, wait, too soon.
You start going to funerals and they say he live tweeted his final moments.
Yeah.
We will now recall those tweets.
I'm officially done as the Titans, literally.
What would your last tweet be?
The last tweet was, oh man, that truck is getting pretty big. Oh! Maybe we should have read these in the other order. We shouldn't have started with the last
Good
one.
God.
That's really where civilization's heading. So I don't know, but if the Titans lose their offensive tackle, their highly drafted offensive tackle, that's not good.
No, it's not great.
I'd call that bad, especially for a Derrick Henry run team.
Yeah, that
They
runs
need
to
him.
his side. Like,
Yeah.
if it's not Taylor Lewan, it's going to be him.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we lost our offensive coordinator. Now we've lost our offensive line. Welcome to Nashville. How is it going? Let's talk about Carson Wentz a little bit more.
Oh God. Okay.
How he landed in the absolute perfect spot, and I called it.
Yes. Okay. So Clark
Everyone
did call
called it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if everybody called it.
Yeah, everyone was saying the Colts.
No, I mean, I said I'll own up to this. I wanted it to be the Bears. I thought the Bears would be a better story.
Because Nick Foles.
Yeah, just for Nick Foles.
Yeah.
We
I have
need
no
to
horse
get-
in the race. I'm rooting for interesting.
Okay.
And him going to the Colts was kind of blah. But anyway, the thing about Carson Wentz that I think is most interesting for our 10-minute warning audience compared to, ESPN's going to do all of the, this works great, Frank Reich, and, Carson Wentz were actually separated at birth, and they love each other, and they actually can connect each other's thoughts and don't even need the helmet, that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Here's what I thought was interesting. Colts wide receiver going into his second year, Michael Pittman, told TMZ he won't give up his number 11 to Carson Wentz. He saw how locked in I was to 11, and he was like, that's cool, bro. I'm probably going to switch anyway.
You know who did get their number when they changed teams?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Do you know who won a Super Bowl?
Tom Brady.
Michael Pittman, they asked him again, anything that could change that? I'm 11. I don't think there's any deal that's going to be done.
That's kind of insulting in a little bit of a way.
See,
To
Insult-
say, like,
hey.
I'm not changing my number for you. You're
Yo,
not good
how
enough
fast
for me
did
to change my number.
How fast did Godwin give up 12 to Brady?
The next day.
But let me ask you this. Well, first of all, let's not put Carson Wentz on with, Carson Wentz has a Super Bowl ring, but not the way Tom Brady has Super Bowl rings.
Okay, but
Carson Wentz got his
As a
from a stretcher.
Yeah.
now on PLY on Saturdays, there's this show with the Philadelphia talking head, and he has alluded to the fact that Carson Wentz is not a great teammate. So this is maybe par for the course.
Are you saying a spoiled white kid from North Dakota is a bad teammate?
Yeah.
6'5".
Where if you're alive, you're either poor in a
Well-
desolate wasteland or you got rich oil money?
Isn't he from North Dakota?
Yeah, he's
also?
from North Dakota.
Yeah, so I mean he's either got nothing or everything, right? I
Yeah.
mean, why the hell else are you in Dakota? Any of the Dakotas.
I mean, it's nice out there.
Any people named Dakota. Don't get
Yo,
inside of
shout
Dakota.
out to the Dakotas. Love you.
But I bring this up to also point out, I think it brings up an interesting fact. Who do you think the Colts' best wide receiver is? Is Michael Pittman their number one? I think it's either him or Zach Pascal.
I don't think they have a number one.
No,
It's
It's like
Pittman. It's Pittman.
It's like one.
It's Pittman or
1A.
Pascal, but
1A
Pascal's
and
hurt.
1B, yeah.
Yeah,
Right, but which one do you think's better if you had to pick one? I mean,
Pittman.
because Pittman was in the playoff game, Pascal was hurt, so he hasn't played the
No,
last
but
half of the year.
even before the playoff game, it was like Michael Pittman.
I mean,
Pittman.
you had a front row seat as a Michigan fan
Yeah,
to Pascal back when he was in school, right?
yeah.
He's pretty good. But
I mean, he was all right.
But Pittman's more of the get up and grab it guy, right? I mean, he's the guy
Yeah.
that's going to get up and grab the ball. So I think Pittman's the number one wide receiver for Carson. Throws it near a defender Wentz.
Now, I will say, aside from the Frank Reich, Heavenly Father, blessed be,
Yeah.
he landed in probably the best situation he probably could with the best offensive line in football with the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, come on.
2 years ago.
No, but that's a pretty good offensive
They
line.
lost-
Still pretty good.
It's still pretty good, but they lost a couple. I don't know.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers was okay.
Not hit as much.
Yeah, he was a lot better off.
If Carson Wentz can't look good here, he's not going to look good.
No, honestly, no.
No, fair point. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This is his best chance, and I think that be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
What would the GM? What would Chris Ballard do if Wentz just dives? Do you keep Frank Reich or you get rid of him and Wentz?
You just get rid of Wentz. You
No,
got to get
Frank Reich
a
is
chance.
too
Be his third
too
year.
important.
No playoff wins.
Yeah, but you got to give him a chance with wins.
No, that's true.
I mean, what he did with Phillip Rivers is pretty impressive. I mean,
Yeah.
he took Rivers,
He took a Hall of Fame quarterback and let him play.
who was cast aside as a old man that wasn't going to be nothing, and then he
Yeah,
turned in.
all right. He got kicked out of the Chargers, but he still was putting up numbers when he was there. He just was not when he could get protection. I don't know. As someone who
when
had
he
to,
could get protection.
as someone who's had to watch Phillip Rivers torment me for basically my entire life, Phillip Rivers can just freaking ball. Fixing Carson Wentz is a job. Allowing Phillip Rivers time to throw a ball is just basic football that the Chargers could not do for 2 or 3 years.
I'm from the stance that there's nothing to fix with Carson Wentz.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was all about the offensive line.
I think it was a terrible offense in Philadelphia, a terrible head coach or it may not be a terrible head coach, but he just did not gel with that system, with that team.
That was me booing.
Boo you. Yeah.
Doug Peterson over Wentz. I'm Team Peterson.
Oh, yeah. Doug Pearson definitely over Wentz, but I think Wentz has the ability. He looked good every single year except for last year.
I will say that Frank Reich was the brains of that operation.
Yeah.
And when he left for
It
Indy,
went downhill.
It went downhill because Peterson is not as talented as a coach.
I disagree. I think Peterson's a good head coach. I think that Reich might have been keeping the offense going, but I think it had more to do with tight end disagreements, offensive line inconsistencies, and the inability of Howie Roseman to ever draft the correct wide receiver.
I will give you the last one. I will give you the last one.
Yeah,
I'll give
I
you
mean,
the last
I'm just saying there's a lot of factors, and it's really easy after the Eagles aren't winning a Super Bowl to say, but Carson Wentz hasn't shown me any more than Peterson to think that Frank Reich is the guy. So, okay, are we saying that if Carson Wentz goes to the Colts and all of a sudden he's like if he's a top 5 quarterback with the Colts, does that mean, okay, 100% it was Frank Reich?
Well, like we've alluded to, there was not really much to fix with Wentz to begin with. It was needed an offensive line that could keep him upright.
Right.
At least a couple of receivers who could catch.
Yeah.
And a coach that puts him in positions where he can.
Well, do the Colts? Well, so that brings you right back to my other point of who's the Colts' best wide receiver to help him do it.
Pittman.
Yeah, see, so he's got Pittman, who won't share his number with him, and then he's got Pascal, who's a burner. He's going to need some Carson Wentz needs somebody in the middle.
Yeah. Pittman won't share his numbers, so Carson Wentz probably won't share the ball with him.
Oh, I better write that down for fantasy.
Yeah.
I better write that down.
It comes full circle.
I don't know. It's like the Brady Belichick argument. Like, I think Brady has definitely proved that it wasn't Belichick helping him win. I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't think Brady has disproved that Belichick's a great coach. I think some people are acting like Belichick is just chopped liver now, and I think that's kind of silly.
No, I mean, it obviously takes coaching to get to Super Bowls. He had to coach every single other player.
I mean,
on that
and he
team.
coached great defenses for other teams before Brady was in college.
Yeah,
Lawrence,
Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's Lawrence Taylor. That's a name to drop in a football conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he,
I
he
coached
drops
Lawrence
that
Taylor.
name.
What up?
All right, I think we want to.
Clark's brought us a game we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So he's gonna explain it to
So,
us.
ladies and gentlemen of the podcast, hello out there in podcast land. A little backstory. Now, for the NFL draft, there are certain names that are a little hard to pronounce. Roger Goodell has to pronounce them. So, in honor of draft day, we're going to play How You Say This. So, I will be showing the gentleman.
That's the intro music.
Oh, that
We
was
don't have intro music.
Yeah.
well, because it's the only time we're playing
So,
it.
I know.
Do you want me to do an intro song for you?
no.
How you say this with Clark Palmer.
Actually, that wasn't bad. All right, so we have a list of names, some easy, and then some that are not easy. So the first one, let's show.
Oh, okay.
Can
All
you
right.
can you see it, Harrison?
I can see it.
Harrison goes first, and I'll go second.
Why do I have to go first? You go first.
Okay.
I always answer the trivia.
This will be the easiest one first, you sucker. Wide receiver Rondale Moore from Purdue. Rondale.
Moore.
Rondale Moore.
Is that correct?
Both of you.
You gotta
Correct.
hold it up there.
I'll go first next time. We'll alternate.
Here, I'll do the buttons.
All right, you ready for this one?
Yes.
Aziz Ojularji. Oh, sorry, hold on.
It's an edge.
Ojulari.
It's an edge rusher from Georgia. Are these current players?
No, they're about to be drafted.
Okay. So these are players coming in the draft right now.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a Georgia edge rusher coming in. What'd you say the name was?
Aziz Ojulari.
I'm gonna go with Aziz Ojulari.
You,
That's me.
Harrison.
You're not doing it right.
Nice.
You gotta do this part. All right. So just so podcast people heard that, I was wrong. He was right.
Harrison's right.
I was really taking a guess just so I had a different answer than Harrison. To be fair.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll see. All right,
All right. Full disclosure, and Clark knows this from firsthand experience. I am the single worst pronouncer of names. I'm so bad at it. I'm terrible at names. And
this is why we did this.
yeah, this is why he picked the game, because he knows I'm going to do terrible. All right, here we go. This is a offensive tackle from Texas. Samuel Cosme.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
that's an easy one.
Yeah, I got one.
All right,
Oh.
if you don't get this one,
This one's Harrison's, I guess. Since
Yeah.
he didn't even do that
Oh,
one. So
well,
let
yeah.
Harrison do this one. I still don't know, and I've been talking about him nonstop.
Oh, I know
This is the offensive tackle from Oregon who is about to be drafted possibly in the top 5 if you believe
Hopefully-
any mock
hopefully-
drafts.
hope- Hopefully this isn't
Himne Siwa. What? What? Everyone
Sewell.
online?
Sewell.
Penei
Sewell.
Sewell.
Well,
Penei
All right.
Sewell, is that right? Yay! I
Now-
looked like I got it.
Now, Ian, this is yours
Oh,
and
no.
my dad's favorite Notre Dame player,
Oh no. Oh no.
linebacker from Notre Dame.
Linebacker. Oh my gosh.
You have said this name.
I say this name all the time, and I don't know if I can ever remember it. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
My God, he's a brilliant man.
Yay! I'm winning because I've just been reading too many mock drafts. I can't stop reading mock drafts.
And that's also because my dad is a Notre Dame fan, so I grew up with Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And if he ends up in Detroit, that's all. Now, Harrison, I do apologize for this one.
Okay.
That he got that one.
Yes.
We have cornerback from Syracuse.
Oh yeah, cornerback from Syracuse.
can I see it?
Yes.
It doesn't matter. There's not like the pronunciation below it.
I wish.
What's a pronunciation?
Ifetu Melifonwu.
Well done.
Is that
sir.
exactly how you say it?
Yeah.
Ifetu
Wow.
Melifonwu. Wow.
We're doing way better at this than you do at trivia.
Yeah. No, I'm not good at trivia. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. Keep laughing.
I got him to agree immediately, though. That was great. He was like, "Yeah, wait a minute."
All right.
All right.
So we have a DN from UCLA.
Okay. Oh, that is a lot of consonants. Are there any vowels? Oh, there's a couple. Okay.
Would you like to buy a vowel?
I don't know if I could use any more letters. It
This
looks
looks
like
you have to like mix the word back
It-
into the correct
Yeah.
word.
it looks like I had I choked or something, and my Scrabble pieces got all mixed up.
Yeah.
Osa Adigawazua.
I'm gonna go with that, but yeah, you might as well.
I feel
Yes.
like we're just automatically getting them right because Clark forgot to bring
I
the
think
answer
he
sheet.
forgot to write. I think he forgot to write all the correct pronunciation, so he doesn't know if we're getting it right.
A lot of these I do. All right, so for the last one, this one is personal to me in the Big Ten.
Okay.
Now, the first name should be okay for all of you. Now, both of you. This is wide receiver from Illinois,
Oh,
and I know this name, so I know if you guys are full of shit.
you go.
I mean, is the first name a trick?
No. The
He
first name.
said you know the first
Yeah,
name.
the first name is on the up and up.
Josh Imatorhebehebe. Why do I get so many buzzes?
It's fun. It's not fun
All
to
right,
hit it
all right,
once.
big man. All right, big man. Let's see if you got it.
Josh Imator Bebby.
You were really close.
Oh, I was close.
Can I see that real quick?
Yeah, hold on, do it.
All right, so
Hey.
the correct pronunciation is Josh Amantor-Bebe.
A Mantor Bebe. A Mantor Bebe.
Hey, Bebe.
Hey, baby.
Guys,
Hey,
what
Bebe.
happened to Bebe? A Mantor Bebe.
So yeah. So congratulations.
Just pronounce it names.
I swear. I hope Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah goes to the Broncos. So then, and I'm gonna get you a
JOK,
jersey.
baby.
And I'm gonna get you a jersey. Owusu-Koramoah
Just
jersey.
give him the jersey T-shirt. That's a lot of money. He could
Yeah,
be
yeah,
traded
you're
within
right.
a
You're
year.
right. He's not. Yeah.
All right, I got one more topic to close out the podcast.
All right.
Okay.
And it's been the theme of the episode.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. How do
God.
you say his name? Because there's a
Christ.
couple of different pronunciations going on out there, and I'm kind of curious
Now,
which one everyone else is going with. Like, do you say Bezos?
Bezos.
You say Bezos?
Bezos,
So
yeah.
we all say Bezos, right? But Colin Cowherd says Bezos. Or he says Bezos. Jeff Bezos. And he says it confidently all the time. It comes up in a lot of his and he says it all the time. Jeff Bezos. I've actually heard Jeff Bezos from some of the news readers that are on like out of New York and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I will say he's rich, and he probably doesn't give a shit how his name is pronounced because he
No.
makes more money than I will ever see in my life.
yeah.
So yes.
I couldn't even. I would die before I counted that high.
Yo, he got
about that.
divorced and was still the richest man in the world. And his wife became the second richest woman in the world.
Damn.
And she's spending all of her money, and it will take her years before she's even close to being done.
If you figure out a way for people to shop even easier than Amazon, we could be richer than him.
And we don't have to do this podcast in the basement.
No, definitely. We'd keep the podcast. You got to stay true to your roots.
Yeah. This is a perfect
Oh,
place for doing the
please.
podcast.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
This is our choice. We had studios. We had so many places we could go.
We had
Sound
Jeff
stages.
Bezos' house.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos. I mean, when he
Which one?
after the first bit when he bought this podcast, we got so many places, but we said, "Hey, listen, Beezy, could we call you Beezy?" He said no. So then I said, "Listen, Beezy, we are not going to sell out that way. We will take your money, but we are going to spend it and live the same life,
Yep.
just with doper cars."
Now ask him if you can unionize.
Oh.
You might have to. You might have to cut that.
Yeah.
All right. As long as nobody here is peeing in a water bottle, then I think we're the best Amazon employees. This is the best working conditions Amazon has right now.
Love you, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
This podcast is in no way affiliated with Jeff Bezos. I feel like that was important.
We wish we
Yeah.
did. We
There's
wish
a
we-
bunch of sponsorship from Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
He just wanted us to say
I mean,
his
what do
name
you-
the whole time.
Who do you think delivered the mugs, boys?
Yeah.
FedEx or Amazon? Who was it? Who brings these packages? I just want to know.
Don't
Is it a
forget
helicopter?
Don't forget UPS.
Is it UPS?
Could be.
If you work for FedEx or UPS, can you tell us if it's one or both of you bringing Amazon packages?
For the majority? No, it's the post office.
What?
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos can't support the post office.
He does.
Is he trying to tell me that the government-run delivery service is better than those independent businesses? And maybe government regulation for such businesses like his?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're deviating into some
Yeah.
deep water.
I'm just saying that's something he would never agree with, I feel like. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. I think it is the post office.
Yeah, it is.
So
That's
if you
why
were-
they're open on Sunday now.
The post office?
Well, that's why they deliver on Sunday now.
What? You get mail on Sunday?
You get Amazon packages.
You do?
Yeah,
Yep.
Do you?
Yeah.
I've never gotten anything on a Sunday.
you can. I mean,
That's 'cause you're
nobody's
busy watching
sending you
college
stuff, but
No, I mean, I order stuff, but it just never counts Sunday or Saturday as really days.
order something on a Friday.
Yeah, it gets there on like Monday.
Gets there on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I got to order. Well, I guess I got to order something on Amazon tomorrow.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah jersey.
They don't sell those on Amazon, do they?
They will after he gets drafted.
We got to stop talking about Amazon. I'm Ian,
I'm Harrison.
I'm Clark. I'll never be on this podcast again.
and we're out.